Yo, I'm Lolo Zouai, and you're listening to WRSU FM New Brunswick. Yup.
Thank you so much. This is Bennett Rosner from WRSU, and I'm here with the illustrious Lolo Zouai.
Yeah, what's up?
It's all good. How are you?
I'm great, drinking coffee, living my life.
Coffee with what kind of milk?
Ugh, it's a blend. Unsweetened almond, cashew, and macadamia nut beverage. I've never had it before, but it's good.
Review out of 10?
Maybe like a 6, actually.
Why a 6?
It's not that creamy, you know? It doesn't have that oat component.
The oat component's very important,
It is very important.
especially when oat milk is on sale. That's like another level.
Is it ever on sale? $9.
Yeah, that is true, but I mean, that's why you're touring around, right?
Right, just to be able to purchase oat milk every morning.
You're going on your European leg of your Hi Lolos tour. How are you preparing right now to go on across the pond?
So this week I've just been very alone. I like to have my space and be alone, and I had to clean my apartment and practice guitar and just sing because I haven't been singing for like 2 weeks, so I'm just singing at home.
Right now we're in the beautiful town of Weehawken, New Jersey. Have you gone for a run around Weehawken, New Jersey?
No, but I wish. I love running. I really have not spent any time here.
What is it about running that's so particularly interesting to you?
I think running makes my brain open up a little bit, like expands my brain cells and makes me feel confident and just like awake.
Endorphins?
Definitely endorphins.
Do you feel those same endorphins when you're over in Europe?
If I'm running in Europe,
Do you run on the river, I can't really pronounce this too well, but the one in Paris, the river Thames?
La Seine?
Thank you. Please pronounce that for me.
La Seine. No, I've actually never run on La Seine, but I should. It's really pretty.
But you'll be in Paris very soon.
Yes, in like 5, 6, 7 days.
You excited to be back in Paris?
Yeah, I go back to Paris a lot, but playing a show, it's sold out fairly quickly, so it's gonna be super, super lit.
Lit?
Lit.
You love slang, right?
True.
Is there any French slang that you can use for us?
Listen, I'm not good at French slang. I speak like a grandma. I speak like a 6th grader who's very polite in French.
Now, when you're in France, I know you like to thrift around. Are the thrift shops different in Europe than they are in America?
Let me think. I think they're maybe pricier. I don't know.
Do you feel that Europeans value things differently than Americans do in terms of like giving away clothing?
I'm not sure about giving away clothing, but they definitely enjoy life a little bit more, I would say. They enjoy vacation a lot more than we do.
Now, when you're in France, it's not necessarily going to be a vacation, and you're not going to be doing anything too crazy, so no alcohol, no coffee, none of that kind of stuff. Is there anything that you do take part in, a guilty pleasure overseas?
Ooh, I sleep a lot on tour. I think some people think sleeping is something that successful people don't do, but I have to disagree.
Do you ever come up with ideas in your dreams?
Yeah, I do, actually. But sometimes I wake up and I'm like, oh, man, I can't remember what I just dreamt about. But I've been having kind of lucid dreams, and I've been able to fly in my dreams a lot.
Sleep paralysis?
No, actually, no. Not sleep paralysis.
Any nightmares?
Yeah, I mean, I was flying in this hallway, and then I woke up feeling like I was still flying, and I was like, whew. I woke up like it was crazy. My heart was pounding.
Do you find it difficult to avoid drinking when you're in France?
Definitely, because I love wine, and I just love wine. But yeah, on tour it gives me heartburn.
And tired, right?
It makes you tired, and it makes me sneeze.
But wouldn't that be a good thing? Because if you want to get sleep, then you drink a lot of wine before the performance, and then you just kind of nod off?
I don't need help sleeping. I could sleep at any point.
So no melatonin and no Merlot before bed.
That's my motto.
No way, Jose.
Sure, cool beans.
Cool beans. Could we, what else? Coolio?
Oh yeah, Coolio. You did your research, huh?
Oh. No, I didn't do any research whatsoever.
Coolio.
No, I didn't do anything like that. You also mentioned, though, just me guessing here, that you like bitter things. You described your songs as bittersweet bops, but more importantly, you like things that are bitter, which I was surprised when you put milk in your coffee then, because that kind of makes the taste a little less bitter.
It's unsweetened. But yeah, I love everything bitter, and it's not good for me.
At what point do you draw the line between bitter and every other taste? Think about like dark chocolate. Like 80% dark chocolate is like very bitter.
I love dark chocolate. I don't know. It's a hard question.
Would you draw the line at 85%?
Definitely, I think that's too much.
What about 99%?
I've had it, I think, but it wasn't that good. It just kind of tasted like dirt.
There's a place in Paris, actually, that specializes in extra super duper dark chocolate. So maybe you can check it out when you're over there.
What's it called?
I can't pronounce it. I wrote it down, but hopefully you can pronounce it for me. It is called...
Let me try.
But don't look at any of the other questions. That's
Okay,
spoilers.
well, it's called Debout Vigali.
Oh. And what does that mean?
I don't know. I think it's 2 names.
It's just 2 names? That's boring.
Yeah.
It's like, we have that over here. It's just like Johnson & Johnson.
Yeah, it's definitely that, but it's Johnson and Johnson. It's a French version.
Oh. If you had a business, would you use your name?
I mean, I do have a business, and it's Keep It on the Low Low. So yes, I did use my name.
Business, they always have different expressions. They have a tagline to them. What is your tagline?
Oh, man. What is my tagline? I feel like
Your cosmic purpose that has to be put down into mortal words.
I have a few, but Big Baguette Energy is a very important one that's dear to my heart.
Is this like a 3-day-old baguette or like a fresh baguette?
It's definitely a fresh baguette, but I haven't been eating bread recently, so it's kind of coming to an end.
No carbs?
Yeah, it just hurts.
Ketogenic?
No, just no bread.
Are you into dieting at all?
It's not really dieting, it's just being healthy and knowing what's good for my body.
That's very true. I recently learned, actually, that you should have 1 gram of fiber for 100 calories in any bread.
Really?
For real.
Where are you learning these things?
There are bread rules.
Well, I didn't know that.
Rules to any diet or anything like that. Right now you're performing to a backing track, and I'm assuming that's going to continue in Europe, right?
Yes, but I have visuals that I made for every song. I spent like a month before my first tour designing videos that go along to each song, and we have a light show and, some acoustic stuff as well.
Part of the Adobe suite.
I actually made everything on iMovie. I'm an iMovie queen.
It's honestly like what you make of it, right, with iMovie?
Yeah, I feel like some people think iMovie is kind of hard to get like in detail with it, but I'm a finesser.
Yeah, they're elitist.
I know, I started with Premiere, but I'm learning Premiere, but I don't like it as much.
But you're going down to basics.
Yes.
When you finally do get instrumentation on tour, what do you want to see perform with you?
I've been playing some one-off shows with violins and violas, which I think really adds something to my music because a lot of the music has actual strings in it. But definitely some drums, keyboard, bass or guitar.
What about brass?
I love trumpet. I mean, I used to play it, but I just bought a trumpet again, and I'm really bad right now.
What brand?
I don't even know. It was just at Guitar Center, the only trumpet they had.
Stradivarius?
I'm not sure.
They compare them to cars a lot of the time.
The trumpets?
Yes.
Why?
I don't know why. I guess because they're expensive and they're metal and you could break them very easily if you get angry.
I'm not going to get angry at a trumpet. It's a beautiful thing.
Don't get road rage while you're holding a trumpet either because you could really crack some real windows with that.
I don't have a car.
You don't have a car?
No, I live in New York. I don't need a car.
What about mopeds?
No, I don't want to ride a moped.
Vespas?
No.
Nothing at all?
No.
Not even a Segway?
Ew. Lime bike in LA. Whenever I go to LA, Lime bike is my primary form of transportation. But it's super dangerous.
Will you be performing with your guitar and or piano skills when you're on tour with some sort of instrumented thing, or will you just leave the playing of instruments to the other people who you hired?
I'll definitely add some personal touch just because I think it's important to show that, I can play instruments as well. But you shall see.
Flexing on the audience a little bit?
Exactly. Precisely.
Now, it's been 6 months since you last released your album, or when you released your first album, rather. How do you feel now, in retrospect, about the album? Is there any sense of nostalgia for it?
Yeah, I guess I feel like some of it is still pretty new in a sense, even to me. But I'm not really like looking in the past. I'm already kind of looking to making new music and just loving the album still.
Still with Stelios?
Still with Stelios.
Stelios, my apology. Pronounce that one more time for me.
Stelios.
No French consideration to that?
What do you mean? He's Greek.
Oh, he's Greek.
Yeah,
So that's how you pronounce it in Greek?
I think so, yeah.
Now, with Stelios, you co-write all your songs, right?
Yeah, most of them.
In an era where people are where it's so maligned to have a ghostwriter or to do collaborations with other people, why do you feel so comfortable publicly talking about how you have a collaborator, Stelios, on all of your tracks?
It's just one person. He's my producer, so like, it's not like it's everything we make together. We do it in a room, and when we're writing a song, we really are talking about the subject, and it's more like a friendship session where we're hanging out and talking, and then we come and we write everything together. I mean, it's not like somebody's writing songs for me. You know, I don't really want to ever sing a song that somebody like completely wrote for me, because that kind of ruins the whole purpose of a song for me. It's very personal.
Will Stelios be accompanying you on this next leg of the tour?
No, he's working on other music, you know. It's not just me, sadly.
He's not working on any tracks, any future tracks for you right now?
No, he is. He definitely is. But he's working on his own stuff too, which is really sick.
You're very meticulous and purposeful with when you release music and when you write music.
I think like I'm still, you know, working on promoting my album, and I don't want to really rush it because I think people are still finding out about me. But, you know, sometimes I get impatient and I want to put out songs, but I realize it's just smarter to be patient. And it's like quality over quantity sometimes, even though people like move on super fast. Not everybody knows who I am yet, and that's the goal.
To let everybody in the world know who you are.
Exactly.
Spotify viral charts?
I was on it at one point, back in my day, when Hi Hi's to Lolo's the song came out. I was number 7.
Do you feel like you want to chase that viral chart again?
No, I'm not chasing it, but it was kind of fire to be on it. But like, you can't really chase being viral. I feel like viral just happens or it doesn't. But either way, I'm down to have a more long-term career, so I don't really want to go up and down quick.
Now, you said originally when you were releasing music, especially when you had your song on the Spotify viral chart, that you didn't want to sign to a label. Now you've signed to RCA Records. So what exactly brought you to this label that you want to sign with them?
I was already, you know, I had already done a bunch of tours on my own, and I had finished my album already, and I was like, you know, I want to put this out with a label so that I can get the correct amount of push versus just, you know, putting something that I believed in so much out and not knowing if anything was going to happen. I mean, you never know if anything's going to happen with or without a label, but I just met a team that I felt believed in me and believed in what I was going to do later, so I just decided to partner with the RCA because they have a really good roster and pretty good success.
A family.
It's a family.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. But I have a separate label in France and they were working with me before I even signed. And so I just feel like France for me is a specific market since I was born there and I speak French, and so it's not just RCA.
I actually have a gift for you related to RCA Records. I know that you're really into 90s aesthetics, latency. Right now you have a shirt on with, and I know there's no video component, but like, let's give a little description for the people listening right now.
It is a bright orange hoodie with Backstreet Boys sewed all over onto it.
Is this homemade?
It's homemade, but not by me. Somebody sent it to me from a European country that I am unaware of.
So what I have for you here is, and she's not very well known. Her name is Marty Jones, and I'm sorry my sweaty palm got a little bit on it, but yeah, my clammy hands got all over it, unfortunately. Marty Jones, she has 612 monthly listeners on Spotify. So she's an indie artist, you know, like you. About 1/1000th, I can't even say that, 1/1000th. That's right, she's pretty big. She's blowing up. But she's from the 90s. She's from 1990. This is a sealed cassette record from Marty Jones, and you can see the little dog on it. It's legit. So I want to give that to you because we had it. Because RCA put it out, and this is one of their indie artists from back in the heyday. Maybe you can contact and get mentored by Marty Jones. Who knows?
Wow, thank you so much.
You're welcome. I'm not sure if you have a cassette player at all.
I don't, but this is hilarious, and I'm going to hit her up. I'm going to DM her.
Please. I don't know if she has an Instagram. She might be more of a email kind of gal.
Yeah, pen pal,
AOL.com, Hotmail,
floppy disk.
floppy diskette, pigeons. I don't know what they used in the 90s to talk with each other.
I think they had phones.
I think they had
Big clunky phones.
yeah, really big phones.
Thank you so much.
No problem. And one last thing. I know that we've been talking for 16 minutes, and I can go on and on about these kind of things. But according to Teen Idol Wiki, which is the most reputable source on the internet, especially about you, it says that you're a Pisces online. And so I found accompanying with it, and are you wearing
I'm wearing a fake diamond Pisces necklace.
a fake diamond Pisces necklace? So they had little phrases, and I'm going to read this off because I want to get it completely correct. And you tell me if they are accurate to who you are as a person, okay? Let me just scroll down to it. Let me make sure I'm still recording. Very nice. All right. Here's one. You give people too many chances.
False.
So this is my only chance to interview you here, and if I messed up, there's no second chance.
Yeah, if you had messed up, but you didn't.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Here's one. You feel your own pain and everyone else's pain at the same time.
False.
This is terrible. This is not at all accurate.
Are you sure?
You're the teen idol, and they're getting, well, not really teen idol, I guess, but just idol, but like,
I mean, I do feel other people's pain, but like,
do you have any empathy whatsoever?
of course I do.
Are you a sociopath?
No,
Good.
I don't think so.
Okay. Here's another one. And probably I'm assuming this won't be accurate either. Here, quote, mood swings, unquote.
Oh, yes. Absolutely. I have mood swings.
You go from high highs to mid-mids?
High highs to low lows.
Oh, really?
Yeah, my album.
That's a surprise.
I know.
Based on real life.
True story.
Here's one last one, and I should speak into the mic for it. And this is a slang word that I found separate from the entire other list, so I was hoping that you'd appreciate it. The word is, are you ready for it?
Oh, man.
All right, it's emosh.
Emosh.
That's right.
Wow. Yes, I am a bit emosh.
What do you feel that means?
Emotional?
Well, I mean on a secondary level.
I don't know.
It's like a mushy-gushy kind of thing.
No, I don't think so.
Emosh.
I hope not. I'm not a mushy person, but I am an emotional person, sensitive, Pisces.
So how accurate were those phrases?
I'd say about 50%.
Okay, that's not bad. We'll round up, okay? So thank you very much for taking your time, 18 minutes and 43 seconds and counting, to talk with us at WRSU FM New Brunswick, 88.7, the home of Rutgers Radio, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And do you want to plug anything before we let you go?
Yeah, I'm Lolo Zouai, and you should listen to my album, High Highs to Lolos. Follow me on the Instagram at Lolo Zouai, and on Twitter, and on YouTube, and on Spotify, and on everything.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.